Yeah, people, I got to let you guys know. Enough big up to DJ Khaled. Because as the hurricane started, he called me and give me $40,000 US. I said, this is for the kids. So big up Khaled. He's the best. But God is the greatest.
When I got the opportunity in the call to be a part of it, was a no-brainer. Anything for the kids. That's up to my brother Vibes Cartel. That's right, DJ Khaled, We The Best Foundation are collaborating together. Our foundations are unifying together. Unity is strength. Also want to send a message out there. Listen, just because you might not see somebody donate or give back, that doesn't mean they're not giving back and donating. Remember that. It's not what the haters see. It's what God sees. And we're going to continue doing great work and doing God's work because we roll with God.
Well, today is a new day. Give thanks to life. All praises to the Lord.
Hi everyone. That was the voice of Vibes Cartel and DJ Khaled. You know, we Jamaicans, if we don't see things posted all over TikTok and wherever on social media, we just believe that no one is doing anything. Now, if you know DJ Khaled, no one should ever say that, you know, he rode on the back of Jamaicans to make it big. You know, he was a person that, you know, a selector, yeah. And back in the day, that's where he went to Jamaica. He had no money most of the times, and he went there to get dub plates and stuff for his sound system. And but you can see he's never forgotten Buju Banton, yeah, Buju, Bounty, and quite a few other artists. He hasn't forgotten. He's a very generous guy, you could see. Who picks up hundreds of thousands of dollars and give and buy a watch for another friend? Who does that? Have you done that? No, and you never will. So for us to keep saying he has done anything, and people do things behind the scene. Like I said, not everybody wants to be all loud up about everything they do. Okay? All right. So with that said, yesterday when you saw Vibes Cartel delivering goods or supplies, it was food kind. So I would say, yeah, it was to this how do you say, sometimes I can't remember certain things, but yes, this is an organization that goes all over the world whenever there are disasters and what have you, and they set up an area there where they feed hundreds to thousands of people per week. I don't know if you saw inside of, it's like a warehouse, and they have these huge pots, and they team up with Jamaican chefs, so, you know, just so they can get it right. They don't want to make rice and peas and don't know that coconut milk have to be in there and all that sort of thing. So where Vibes Cartel was yesterday, like I said, the things that he was delivering was being delivered to them because people do go there to eat. So when they go, they'll have drinks and snacks and whatever else. I don't know what was in those boxes, but that was where he dropped off his things. It was a huge truck, you know, it was a long body truck. So I am kind of wondering if they stopped at other places. I think they went to two different places yesterday, different areas of the wherever the hurricane took place. So yeah, you know, he's not doing bagging out and all that rice, flour, sugar and cornmeal and, you know, like the other people. You know, he has a different way of doing things, and, you know, so he should, and it's okay, guys, as long as the food or the supplies that everyone is donating, everyone is bringing into Jamaica, as long as the people benefit from it. We saw yesterday where there was a drop ship, what was it? Yeah, it was food. It was food for a group of people who had gathered there, and it just so happened that there was a police officer, police officers were there, and they took everything. The people got nothing. They piled them into the back of their truck, they have these open back trucks that they drive, and when they unalive someone, they just pick them up and throw them in there. Yeah, there, that truck, and they drove away with it. Said they were taking it to the station. What is wrong with our people? Something is definitely wrong with our people. Okay, so for instance, at the station, there's quite a few police officers there, and they might be hungry. Okay, so then take something, yes. But you see the people, they gathered there just for that. But I blame whoever drop ship that whole setup was all wrong. They should have had someone on the ground, have the people, in order, let them line up orderly, and distribute the food to them. Just to drop it off, and then the people, oh my God. You ever know the right thing to do and you just wish you could be there? Yeah, be there and volunteer, because that could never happen. Yeah, people are going to fight over food. Of course, I see food just throw down. Everybody going to run and grab. But if someone is there to say, and even have one of the officers there with them to keep order, people wouldn't have gone back home empty-handed. I believe that was real. Some stuff that is really taking place in Jamaica. Do they need another hurricane to set them straight? Oh, God forbid. I hope not. These people are just some of the worst, for all the people who have left Jamaica when we were children and things like that, and we know what the 1960s were like and so on. When we look back today and see what is really going on with people, it's a whole nother breed of Jamaicans. We were never that way. I'm not going to say there were never problems. Back when how old was I? Maybe 13, 14. They had gangs. They had Zulu gang. They had Max gang, and all that, There was Fletcher's Land and all that near to Kingston Senior School where I attended before I came to the U.S. And, yes, we had all that going on, but things were different. Them time, there's no gun really. Every man had a ratchet knife, if you know what that is. It's just a brown handle knife that you just flick out, when you need to use it. I won't say for what. But yes, but things are different. Everything is different right now. Nobody cares about anybody. They just see freeness. A lot of free things are arriving, and everybody wants their share. Yes, everybody wants their share, and nobody wants to share. Because the people were there waiting, the food shows up, and you're telling me that you drive away with everything in it. The people went on badly. I can't use those words, as you know, I do not swear. So I cannot repeat the things that they said, and no, even if I had the video, I would not share it on my channel. That's not me. I'm not going to do that. So back to Vybz Kartel. I am hoping that he's teaming up with these people. As a matter of fact, he doesn't have to team up. He could just donate at their site. You understand? But while he's there, dropping off shipments, that's fine. Things in bulk. Like 100 can of that, 100 of this, 100 of that, or whatever. A couple boxes here and there. That will help. That will help, because I don't know. Like I said, nothing is coming from the government. And I said last night I wouldn't talk about them because they're no good people. Just no good, heartless, not God-fearing kind of people. They're selfish. And as to Juliet Holness, she sits in Parliament, and she's very rude and very nasty to all the MPs, especially if they're not from their party. I saw a man put her in her place yesterday, let her know up front that, look, I have a mother, but you're not it. She's not here, So, yeah, that's conflict of interest. How the hell did she get that job when her husband is the prime minister? See, I'm telling you about the monies and everything that comes in. Yes, stays in one place. Everybody who control it, their family, it's all there. Okay? I pray for them, but I don't know, we're not supposed to pray bad prayers for anyone, but I pray that God will just intervene right about now, you know, and speak to them, give them a vision of some kind, to let them know it's about the people, not about them. Yeah. So, yes, I'm just happy that Vibes Cartel was able to bring those things there. And like I said in one of my videos a couple of days now, I have a feeling that Vibes Cartel will be building homes. Okay, no mansions, like I said. There might be a 2-bedroom here and there, 2-bedroom kitchen, and a bathroom. And yeah, they could start there. Because from the looks of things, they're not going to get any help. They're not going to get any help. It is said that there are people who feel as though St. Elizabeth is getting all the assistance. You know, it was hard hit. And so were the other areas. But there's something, I guess, about St. Elizabeth. Yes, I was born there, but I'm not saying, you know, because of that. I'm not saying that. I'm not biased. But they say it's the breadbasket of Jamaica. So as soon as they get things back in order and farmers could go back to farming and all that, who knows? Because I know the price of everything is going to go up right now. Even though most things are imported into Jamaica, because our people, that's how they are. They like to see foreign brand and what have you, and that's fine, you know. Yeah, I don't know if the farmers are, you know, if they buy from the local farmers. They should. They really should. Places like KFC and all those things, they should support the local farmers and don't be, you know, importing everything into Jamaica. Right, guys? You agree? Yeah. Support the farmers, the local farmers. The money goes right, stays right there. Why not? All right. So as far as donations, we're not speaking on money now. We're actually speaking of canned goods, because of course it has to be non-perishable. There are people, and these people do not live in Jamaica. These are people who are overseas and are telling the people that if you're shipping anything to Jamaica, no Campbell's soup. The people don't want no Campbell's soup. While we know it's filled with salt, yes it is. You can water it down. Yes, you can water it down. You could even add other stuff to it, you know. So they say no Campbell's soup. They don't want no dry biscuit. Here in Florida, here in the States, there's a store called the Dollar Tree. However, nothing is $1 anymore. It's $1.25 all the way up to maybe $10, $15. They've even removed the sign from outside that says Dollar Tree. There are things that you can go in there. There's a particular product that I buy from there. It's called Awesome. It cleans really well. Very, very well. Cleans just about everywhere. Anything. Yeah. Bathroom, your floors, wherever. Your tabletops, you know, your countertops, bathrooms, everything. It's really, really good. So I go there for that. And when you're there, you might see one or two other things. Don't really recommend buying food from there. Guys, if you're buying canned goods, just always remember to check the expiration date. And that goes for some supermarkets here in areas where, you know, yeah, low income. You go in there and you just have to walk out. Most things are turning blue, turning green in the refrigerator, and has expired long ago. But because of the area, they don't care about the people. And the people, poor thing, they don't even know that they're supposed to be looking for expiration dates. So, yeah, they buy it. When you're poor, it is what it is. And they don't educate themselves. They're not educated consumers, I should say. Okay, so they just pick it up, pay for it, take it home and eat it. And then people get sick, you don't know what's making you sick. All right, so guys, remember the people said don't send certain things down there. And apparently they know what comes from the Dollar Tree. Isn't that something? I had a feeling that if someone was hungry and haven't eaten for 6, 7 days, you know, and just sick to the stomach, they're hungry. They're hungry. They have white score in their mouth when they talk and all those kind of things. You know, are you telling me if someone opened a can of that soup and heat it up that they wouldn't drink it? And if they have some crackers to eat along with that, that could fill you up. That could fill you up. So remember, guys, your people back home might, they might not be saying anything, but the people overseas who are familiar with these stores that sell these dollar goods, $1.25 goods, they're asking that you don't send any of that to Jamaica. You know what? Give to the people who appreciate it more. Send stuff to like Haiti and all those other places whenever they have floods and tsunami and all these things. Yeah, donate to them. There's something wrong with us. They want steak and lobster and they want Gucci and Versace. It is what it is. Their mindset. They're just, I'd rather not say. So with this, I say good evening. Have a great weekend, guys, Friday. And continue to support where you can. Like I said, here in Florida, food for the poor. And I see churches collecting. Years ago, you could trust the church and the people and the heart of the people. Things have changed. You might carry a whole brand new clothes there, and they go through it and take out things for themselves. Forgive me, Lord. But yes, I know people do stuff like that. So I would suggest you take your things to food for the poor. And they have a large office down in Jamaica. They said they'll have over 100 workers. Okay, so don't worry about distribution and all that. The people will get it. So like I said, have a great night, good weekend. Subscribe if you're new here. And I love you guys. Even the guy who tell me Vybz Kartel can't afford 35 million. He can't afford to give that to anybody. Like Cartel poor. Sir, speak for yourself and your family members, okay? It is what it is. Drake also gave 30 million towards repairing and rebuilding schools and what have you. So yeah, get off my page, as a matter of fact. Just see me and just keep scrolling.